I should never have returned to Ravenscroft Manor. The fog swallowed the estate like a shroud. Every step I took across the gravel echoed through the empty fields. Whisper, "You shouldn't be here." The path led to the manor entrance. Fog hung thick in the air, and shadows stretched unnaturally across the ground, as if warning me to turn back. The old iron gate creaked slightly as I pushed it open. Rust flaked off. Moonlight filtered through the fog, illuminating shapes that weren't there moments ago. The manor stood tall, broken windows reflecting pale moonlight. Overgrown vines clung to stone walls. Dark clouds gathered above, mirroring the dread that awaited inside. Twisted, leafless trees swayed in the wind. Fog curled around their gnarled trunks. Lightning flashed, revealing shadows that seemed almost alive. I remembered my father's study, the scattered letters and candlelight flickering across the walls. He had whispered of a family curse, one that haunted us through generations. Burnt-edged letters spoke of disappearances, mysterious fires, and a shadowy figure called the Keeper. Soft tense. "He watches always," one letter warned. The cracked portraits of ancestors stared down from the walls, eyes full of secrets. Dust and cobwebs filled every corner, hiding the horrors of the past. The candle trembled in my hand, its light casting dancing shadows across the room. Every whisper of wind sounded like a warning. I stepped into a long hallway. Floorboards creaked underfoot. Moonlight filtered through broken windows, casting distorted shadows that reached for me. Inside a dusty room, shattered glass and scorched wood hinted at forgotten horrors. The weak candlelight barely revealed the room's secrets. A slow tapping echoed from the walls. Not the floorboards, the walls themselves. Whisper echo. "Do you see me?" Behind a warped bookshelf, a hidden passage revealed itself. Darkness awaited, thick and heavy, almost alive. Cold air filled the corridor. Fog hovered near my feet. A faint glow revealed my ancestors' journal resting on a stone pedestal. Ancient inscriptions detailed forbidden rituals, vanished family members, and the Keeper, a being who fed on fear. Descending the stone stairs into the underground chamber, smoke curled around me. Shadows danced across the walls. Something waited below. Shadows gathered, taking humanoid shapes. Eyes glowed faintly in the darkness, watching, waiting. He emerged, the Keeper, hooded and shadowed, standing in the center of the chamber. Soft chilling. "You sought the truth. Now you will see the price." The chamber walls were lined with ash. Faint, ghostly faces appeared in the smoke, whispering warnings and pleas. Candles flickered wildly as the wind blew through the chamber. Shadows moved unpredictably, alive and menacing. I stood frozen, surrounded by dark shapes. Every instinct screamed to run, but I needed answers. The Keeper leaned closer, his voice barely audible over the wind. Whisper chilling. "The darkness is patient, it waits." Ash swirled through the chamber. Ghostly figures of past victims appeared and vanished. I could feel their despair pressing in on me. My hand hovered above the journal, Fear, uncertainty, and temptation coursed through me. Every word seemed alive. The chamber revealed its full horror. Shadows, ash, smoke, and flickering candles. The room itself was a living nightmare. I ran up the stone stairs, lightning flashing outside, casting brief glimpses of my pursuer. Outside, the manor loomed silently. The keeper watched from the doorway. The chase was far from over. Fog rolled across the manor grounds. Twisted trees reached like skeletal fingers. Storm clouds swirled overhead. In the distance, a shadowy figure moved through the fog. Always watching, always patient. I looked back one last time. The manor stood tall, storm clearing slightly. Faint whispers lingered in the fog. Ravenscroft waits, and I know, one day, it will call me back. Whisper, "You should have stayed."